There's one thing that a lot of engineering leaders don't do that they should. And in this week's Engineering Management Lessons video, we have with us Hannah Iezzoni, geostructural design engineer. And Hannah, you're going to share that one important leadership lesson with us. What is it?
So a leadership lesson that I have to give is to take time to consider the viewpoints and experiences of those who maybe didn't take the same path as you. I think it's easy to give people advice that just mirrors what you've done in your life, but for a lot of people who come from different backgrounds, that advice might not translate. And just because someone's having a hard time following that advice doesn't mean that they're not going to be successful in that role. It just means that they need to think about it in a little bit of a different way. So it's important as a leader to consider what are the experiences that the people that I'm leading have had, and is there something that maybe is making it more difficult for them that I'm not considering? And then also to validate those experiences when they come to you and say, this isn't working for me, or I'm having trouble with this. Just because it's not the way that you did it doesn't mean that it's the wrong way. So just keeping an open mind as a leader to allow your team to flourish in the best way that they can and be who they are and work as hard as they possibly can.
Well, thank you, Hannah. I think that's great advice. In fact, many of the leaders that I've dealt with in the engineering industry in my own career, people that have managed me, have not followed your advice. They don't necessarily listen to the people that they lead or that they manage in terms of getting career or leadership advice from them. And I also think it's a mistake. Everyone has something to offer you, even if they're younger, even if they're less experienced, even if they don't do the same exact job as you. That's why it's always important to ask questions of people and get feedback from people. When you get feedback from the people that you lead, you find out things about yourself, about your leadership style that you can improve and that you can get better. And the leaders that think that there's nothing to learn will learn nothing, and they'll be stuck at the same place for a long time. I hope you enjoyed this week's Engineering Management Lessons video. We put out videos like this on a weekly basis to help engineers become better managers and better leaders. Click to subscribe and you'll be sure to get our videos on a weekly basis. I'll see you next week.